At around 5:30 in the morning, a man entered the wrong residence. What happened next could have turned a quiet Wisconsin home into a deadly fire. Investigators say a stove was left on high heat with a cloth placed near it and an aerosol can nearby. There were multiple people inside the residence, and one of them would soon wake up to smoke filling the home. But the most disturbing part came later, because investigators would eventually find the person they believed was responsible at his workplace. And when officers confronted him, they didn't simply ask whether he had been there. They told him they already had video. And what he said next would become one of the most important moments in the investigation. Sunt. Before we get into the body camera footage, make sure you like this video, subscribe to Case Files Records, and turn on notifications if you want more real police body camera cases and investigative breakdowns. Now, let's go back to the morning this nearly became a tragedy. It was August 26, 2023. Police were called to a residence in Wisconsin after reports that someone had apparently entered the home and attempted to start a fire. But when officers arrived, they weren't dealing with a simple property damage complaint. There had been people inside, and the evidence suggested the fire hadn't started by accident. A resident told officers that someone had apparently entered the house earlier that morning. Surveillance footage reportedly captured the person entering through a kitchen door at approximately 5:30 a.m. Then something happened inside the home. A stove had been turned on. A cloth had been placed near the heat. And an aerosol can was reportedly positioned nearby. The combination created an extremely dangerous situation. But someone inside the house woke up before the situation became even worse.
I have it in the back, yeah.
Well, this is one of the videos that they got. Kind of piss poor. But they've got another one. So this is timestamped at 5:30 this morning.
Yeah, you guys three live here?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, actually, there's 6 guys that
Six
live
guys?
here.
Okay.
So these guys were in Osseo, right?
Yes. We were on our way to Osseo.
He woke up to the smoke detector going off at around 6 o'clock.
So he was home?
Yeah,
Yes.
6 o'clock this morning. This guy came in at 5 o'clock. They had a rag and an off can on the stove.
Yeah, is it still there?
Well, they moved the rag
it.
in the can,
Yeah.
but it's still in there.
Okay.
You can see the burn marks on the stove as well.
Yeah.
So they went, what the heck? They went over and talked to the guys that live next door.
Uh-huh.
And the next one guy says, "Holy shit, that's my ex-boss."
Oh, frick.
So, I mean, these guys have nothing to do with anything.
Yeah.
So they never touched that door. The camera's right there. If you need fingerprints or whatever, that's the doorknob. We can show you the oven or the stove that started on fire.
Can I see the video again? Where's the other videos?
It's just in 2, I think. But we never catch him.
And that's from, like, the doorbell camera?
Yeah,
That's from that door over there. So we never
Okay.
see him on the
Oh.
video coming in from this side. So he enters from over there
Yeah.
through the kitchen and leaves 2 times.
They've got another one, too, that they got to send.
Didn't I send it yet?
Second one? No. So
Okay.
as soon as they went over next door and says, "Hey, do you know this guy?" They said,
Yeah.
"Holy
They still home, too?
Yes.
The surveillance cameras captured this 20-year-old entering and leaving the residence through the kitchen door between 5:30 and 5:31 that morning. Moments later, one of the residents notices smoke inside the house and rushes to put out the fire on the gas stove. And while it soon becomes clear that this was not the intended house, the attacker's real target and disturbing motive are about to come to light.
You want to
And-
see the stove?
Yes. And also, you guys didn't give anybody consent to go into your house, right?
No.
Okay.
Not even me.
Yeah, not even the landlord.
Oh, the guy next door told me that's his ex-boss. He had girls over last night, and the boss actually was jealous about that. I don't know.
The resident's account gave investigators their first major pieces of evidence. There was the damaged stove. There was the cloth. There was the aerosol can. And, most importantly, there was surveillance footage. But investigators still had a major question. Who was the person on that video? And why had he entered the house? That question became even more important when the residents discovered that the person on the footage appeared to be someone known to people living nearby. According to the information in the transcript, one resident recognized the individual as someone he had previously worked with at Walmart. And that's when a possible motive began to emerge. The initial theory involved jealousy. One resident told officers that the suspect may have been angry because he believed someone was involved with another person. But at this stage, that was only a witness's explanation for what might have motivated the incident. It had not yet been established as fact. Investigators still had to determine exactly what happened. And there was another problem. The person who apparently entered the residence may have gone to the wrong house. The building contained multiple residences. So if the suspect believed someone he was angry with lived there, investigators needed to understand how he had identified the location in the first place.
Knows what?
Right.
Because I do believe we have a gas here downstairs in the basement for that.
Okay.
Thank you for your time.
Hello.
Hello.
Officer Curtis, Menominee PD. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, are all your roommates home too?
Yeah.
Okay. Who knows the guy that... Okay, you do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How many people live here?
6.
Okay, were they all home last night?
No, they left. You
Well,
guys
how-
left, right? Yeah.
Okay. How many people, like, were sleeping here last night?
5, 6. His girlfriend. Like 8. I was here too.
This person will have a lot to share about the 20-year-old attacker. But what none of them realizes is that the motive they all believe to be true will eventually only raise more questions about the attacker's true intentions, ultimately sending the officer in an entirely different direction to speak with another individual.
Hey, man. Yeah, if you want to sit down, too, I wouldn't mind talking with you for a little bit. So, how do you know this guy?
He was my old boss at
Okay.
Walmart.
At Walmart?
Yep.
Okay. How long have you known him?
7 months.
7 months? Okay. Old boss at Walmart?
I really can't believe he did that. Because we actually could have died.
Yeah, okay. And do you know why he would have done that? Like,
Yeah. I had a friend over, and I think he was really jealous.
okay, like a friend, like a girlfriend,
No,
girl
she's
that's a
just
friend?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
She's just a friend. But yeah. And I didn't even know
What's her name? Can
her name?
I get last name too? Was she here last night?
No.
Okay.
She wasn't here last night.
Guess, did you guys hang out? Why would that make him mad type of thing?
I don't know.
Okay.
I really don't know why he
Yeah.
got so mad. I think he checked my Snap location
Yeah.
and then found out where I lived.
Okay,
And I don't think he knew which house I was in or something.
Right.
That we're in this half part.
yeah, I think he just picked the wrong house.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was upset, jealous that you were hanging with.
Yeah.
Okay, and does it work at Walmart too, or did she?
No.
How does he know?
I think a party.
Party.
Matter of fact.
Okay, and then why do you think he came last night? Was it because like he thought you were hanging with, or was he like jealous that he didn't get invited to if you guys were having like a party
No,
or whatever?
He was having a party.
He was having a
invited me earlier in the night, and I had other plans with my friends because they all moved
Yeah.
in.
Did you think like maybe you're like dishing him or something like that, or like
Possibly.
did you ever invite him here?
No,
Okay.
we're not like that close
Yeah.
at all. So, yeah,
Right. So I mean, I guess I'm just wondering like why he would just show up then.
I know.
Is it so that's like you're confused about that too?
Yes.
Okay.
I really don't get it.
Yeah. Have him on like Instagram or anything? Or?
I have his Snapchat, but it's just like it doesn't have a full name. But I'm pretty sure it's.
Do you have your phone with you?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to maybe try like looking him up, finding him on Facebook or something, just to see if we can
Yeah.
get his
yeah,
last
that's
name?
fine. I don't have his. I don't
And then, did you see the video that
yeah,
the
they
neighbor showed you?
me. They
Okay.
showed me. That's how I knew.
And like, no doubt out of your mind that that was. Okay.
I hate saying that because he was. I thought
Like
he
you'd be
was
able to
my-
testify it in court that. Okay.
Yeah.
White, black,
He was my-
white.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's tall. He's 6'4". He's the team lead at Walmart.
Team lead at Walmart for what department?
The upfront department.
So like customer service type of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I mean, you said you guys were friends, but I mean, were you having like any kind of like beef or anything like
Not
that?
at all.
No?
He tried calling me like 10 times throughout the night, and
Yeah.
I just ignored it because I was hanging out with my boys.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that big of a deal.
Okay.
I really thought we were like actually like pretty, like I was cool with him.
Yeah. Does anybody else that lives here know him at all?
No.
Okay.
It was just me.
Just you. Please no fake IDs either. Okay?
No,
I don't
no.
care about drinking or anything. So.
Well, at least we're alive. That is a good thing. We could be sitting roadside next to a burnt pile of
Yeah, it's pretty messed up, honestly.
In all seriousness, yeah.
Any luck then with?
No, I couldn't find anybody.
Okay. No one.
I don't think he like has many social media.
How old is he?
He's 20, but like he's kind of like
Can I get a Snapchat?
yeah.
Okay.
He's like kind of like a awkward kind of dude. I never would have expected him to do anything like this.
Like stoner personality?
no,
or
like just like a little weird. I don't know.
Okay.
off-putting.
Off-putting?
I guess you could say that.
Like just a little strange?
Yes,
Yeah, that kind of
exactly.
personality.
Okay.
Yeah, should be off-putting.
You said he still works at Walmart though, right? It's nice to meet you. I met all your roommates yesterday, so...
Oh, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, tell me, like, you woke up downstairs
Yes.
and you saw what?
Smoke.
Okay.
Okay, I was actually upstairs.
Yeah, was it like a lot of smoke
I
too?
went outside around 5.
Yeah,
There, I had a smoke.
yeah,
I don't know, I think they left before 5.
okay,
So I had a smoke.
yeah,
Around 5, went back to bed,
okay,
in the phone a bit, and then dozed off.
yeah,
20 past 5,
yeah,
the alarm went off, smoking alarm.
okay,
So I just quickly ran,
Yeah.
stood up, and I checked in the roof the alarm, and I looked downstairs and I saw like white smoke coming up.
yeah,
So I ran down. Then the cloth was on the plate, on the stove.
On the
this, you call it fly killing.
yeah, like the insect repellent?
Yes.
Wasp
So I slapped
spray?
that away,
Yeah,
took the cloth into the basket.
With the resident told the officer that he had received repeated calls from the suspect that night. He said he had ignored them because he was spending time with friends. He also suggested that the suspect may have used location information to find the area where he lived. But there was another important detail. The resident said the suspect didn't appear to have a close relationship with everyone in the house. That raised an obvious question. Why would someone go to such an extreme location if the people inside weren't even the people he believed they were? Investigators then spoke with the person who actually discovered the fire. His account helped establish how close the situation may have come to becoming much worse. He explained that he had been asleep when the smoke alarm activated. When he investigated, he saw smoke coming from the area of the stove. He then went toward the kitchen and found the cloth and the other item positioned near the heated stove. He acted quickly. The fire was put out before it could spread throughout the residence.
yeah, I took that too. They said you threw it in the trash, but
Yes,
yeah,
yes. And then to here, and I phoned
yeah.
and asked him, "Why did you guys leave the stove on with the?"
But I started to wake you guys up, so really.
And he's like, "What you talking about?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Why did you put the cloth there with the insect repellent right there?"
Yeah,
And I-
with the stove on.
with the stove on.
Yeah, and you said it was like on high, right?
Yeah, it was
like,
high.
Yeah,
He's like, "No, I didn't do anything." So I was like, "Sure."
yeah,
And the other 2 guys like, "No, we did nothing." So I was like, "It's weird." And I just had like a little look,
Yeah,
think
nothing.
much of it, and
Yeah.
went back. And then later on when I was lying in bed, I'm like, there was someone in the house.
yeah. And it's your camera, right?
No, it's,
Oh, it's the roommates,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. If you didn't have the camera,
Yeah, we never know. Yeah, never would have known.
yeah. So that's what happened in a
Yeah,
nutshell.
that's strange. Good job putting it out.
Yeah.
Quick thinking.
Obviously, that was these woods. I was like, shit.
Yeah, do you have an American ID? Like a Wisconsin ID? A driver's
It's a
license?
driver's.
Yeah. Can I get that actually so I can get your full name and everything?
Oh, okay, cool. What was the deal actually? Because Divan sort of explained to me what kind of happened.
Yeah, so your neighbors, like the ones next door here, they actually know the guy,
Okay.
but like they're not like just worked with him, you know?
Oh, okay.
So they think that he might have been like jealous of them, like hanging out without him or like hanging with some girl.
Yeah.
So he came over and tried to, I don't know, try
Do
to
damage.
do damage, yeah.
That conversation was important because investigators weren't relying solely on what other residents had told them. They now had the account of the person who had actually seen the smoke and dealt with the fire. A fire inside an occupied residence can rapidly become a life-threatening event. And investigators now had surveillance footage pointing toward a suspect. The investigators began working backward. They had a residence. They had physical evidence. They had surveillance footage. They had witnesses who recognized the person. And they had a possible connection to Walmart. So investigators went there. The suspect was reportedly still working. And when officers arrived, they found him using a mobility scooter because of an apparent foot injury. But the officers weren't there because of his injury. They were there because they believed he had entered a residence earlier that morning, and they wanted to hear his version of events.
Help me understand a little bit.
I was upset essentially.
Okay.
Okay. What were you upset about?
What were you upset about? Can you like explain a little bit more? 'Cause I mean, a lot could have happened, right?
Girlfriend cheated on me with one of the guys.
Okay.
That's what I was upset about.
So walk me through, because like I said, there's video inside it, right? I already kind of know, but I want to hear it from you. I want to hear the truth from you. Okay? Help yourself out a little bit and just try to walk me through what happened. Because you picked the wrong house, by the way. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know why.
Yeah, there's 2 apartments in that building. Okay?
Oh. Okay.
So help, just walk me through what happened. This is pretty serious, man.
Yeah.
What was your intention?
I just want to know your intentions, right? I want to know the full story. If you could just help me out,
I was
walk me
just
through.
really pissed off, essentially.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what did you do?
I tipped alcohol over and stuff, essentially.
And
I tried to find them, and that was just like get like a picture or something as well. But yeah.
dude, there's video inside. Okay. I know what happened already.
This is just your opportunity to tell us the truth.
Yeah, no,
And it could have been a lot worse than what it was. Okay.
You realize you almost killed about 8 people?
And then yeah, I put a rag that was on the oven,
Okay. And what else?
and then turned it on.
Okay. What else did you put on the oven?
Spray,
Like an aerosol can?
something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Why did you put it on the oven?
You said you're pissed off already, right?
Yeah.
But you're just trying to prove a point, try to ruin some stuff of theirs. Or, like, what was your intentions?
Yeah, that essentially.
I mean, did you think like no one was home and like you're gonna like just ruin some of their stuff, or
I thought I would wake them up as well, essentially.
What if they were drunk and they didn't wake up right away? Now their house is fully engulfed, and that's when they wake up.
I wasn't intending to fully engulf the house, no.
A lot of people don't intend to do stuff that ends up happening, right?
Yeah.
But starting any sort of fire inside a residence?
Yeah, I understand I made a mistake, yeah.
Well, that's more than a mistake. Like I said, you could have killed 8 people.
there's actually more than that inside the house? But that's besides the point. Okay.
And the wrong people. Like it's not even the people you're mad at.
Yeah.
Like, do you think that was appropriate?
No, I get back on it now.
So why did you go inside that door? Was it because it was?
That's what I thought was the right door.
Okay.
I know it was.
How did you find out like the area that your buddy lived in?
The area.
Yeah, like how did you know where his house was?
It was down, I think, like 2 houses. There's one other friend.
Did you tell your other friends what you were gonna do?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Do you remember what time it was?
Definitely not.
What's that?
Definitely not, no.
You don't remember what time it was?
I do not remember the time.
Okay.
Were you drinking that night?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, what's a little bit?
After you're done drinking?
Yeah.
What's a little bit to you? Because a little bit to me and a little bit to you could be 2 completely different things.
Probably a lot, actually.
Okay. Like, what are we talking? A couple mixed drinks, case of beer?
Essentially that.
With the 20-year-old confessing, it may seem like the case is finally coming to a close. But later, the officer will realize that there was still one key person he has yet to speak with, and that conversation will completely twist the motive he has believed all along.
How did you do that then?
This?
Yeah, did you like stomp your foot out of
This
anger or
was
something like that?
legitimately out of, like I was actually running. I used run in the morning. I missed, you know the raised like sidewalks? Yeah. Just are all bad and stuff. I didn't.
I mean, was this after you went inside the house?
No.
The conversation initially appeared relatively calm, but then the officer changed the direction of the interview. He asked a question that immediately put the suspect on notice. "Did you know there was video inside the house?" The suspect appeared surprised. The officer repeated the question. Then he explained that investigators already knew what had happened and wanted to hear the truth directly from him. And eventually, the suspect began talking. The officer asked why he had gone to the residence. The suspect said he had been upset. He then described a situation involving a girlfriend and another person. But investigators still had questions, because whatever his reason was, the actions that followed had created an extremely dangerous situation. The officer wanted him to explain exactly what he had done. and eventually, the suspect acknowledged entering the residence. He described tipping alcohol over and attempting to find the people he was looking for. Then came the most important admission. He acknowledged putting a rag on the oven and turning it on. He also acknowledged placing an aerosol-type can on or near the heated area.
In your foot, like a toe or something, or
A small toe, and
like the little toe on the outside.
there's like a bone. I don't know how to describe it. Bone that's behind the little toe too, and something next to it.
Okay. Well, what I'm going to tell you next, I want you to keep your hands on the handlebars of the scooter, okay?
Okay. So you are going to be placed under arrest, okay? Okay.
I don't think handcuffs right now because we still got to get you over to my car, okay?
Okay.
But we are going to have to search you and make sure you have no weapons or anything like that, okay?
Okay.
So keep your hands on the handlebar, and we're going to do our thing, okay?
Can I give them my keys?
Just hold tight. Yeah, we can take those.
Well, we can take those inside and stuff, okay? I think your car is going to be fine in the parking lot here, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think that Walmart will have a problem with that.
Well, can you leave that phone inside? That's the work phone.
This is a work phone?
Yeah.
Okay, do you have a personal phone with you?
Not the only phone.
Is it inside? Like, is there any... Okay. Do you want us to grab that?
No, I'm good. I take my work phone with me.
So this is like your personal work phone?
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say, because we can definitely get your phone out of your car if you have like numbers or something in there that you need, but it's just like one of those security things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's kind of what I figured.
Yeah.
Is it leaking, that green stuff?
No, it's painted.
Painted? Oh, interesting.
All right.
Alrighty.
So, do you know where the cops park over here?
Yeah.
We're going to walk over there, okay?
Okay.
I want you to keep your hands on your handlebars, and I'm going to be walking right beside you so you don't fall over or something, okay?
Okay.
Bring these in.
What's that?
So I'll bring these in.
Okay. Let me get my door open.
Okay.
Stay right there. Keep your hands on the handlebars, okay? All right. Now this might be a little bit tricky, but you're just gonna have to walk a short distance, okay? So what I'm gonna have you do is place your hands behind your back now, okay? Right here. Don't move from this position, okay? All right. Now try to stick your leg down, and I'm gonna take some weight off of it. Can you lock the brake on this thing?
Oh, no, you can't.
Okay. Watch your head while you get in, okay? Turn around and sit down. I'll protect your head. There you go. You got it?
Maybe? If I could just...
Get your foot in. Get your other foot in.
Okay.
Is that okay? All right. Then put the seatbelt around you, okay?
Okay.
Will not be returning.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you anything that you're going to appreciate right now. So I can be returning. You got in the mobility scooter.
Yeah, I know who he is. He's
okay.
my front end, closing front end person. So.
Okay. Yeah, so unfortunately he's going to be not returning this afternoon, so about all I can share at this point. So.
Thick. The officer then confronted him with the potential consequences. There had been people inside. If nobody had discovered the fire, the outcome could have been catastrophic. The suspect said he wasn't intending to completely burn down the house. But the officer pointed out the obvious problem. You don't have to intend a particular outcome for your actions to create that danger. And there was another major issue. The suspect apparently believed he was going to the correct residence. But investigators believed he had actually entered the wrong one, meaning the people who were placed in danger may not even have been the people he intended to confront. Don. The conversation continued. The suspect admitted he had been drinking that night. When asked how much, his answer suggested it may have been more than just a small amount. But regardless of what had happened before the incident, investigators now had a significant amount of information. The suspect had been identified. Witnesses had described him. Surveillance footage reportedly placed him inside the residence. And during the conversation at Walmart, he acknowledged key parts of what had happened. Then the officer told him what was coming next. The suspect was placed under arrest. Because of his injured foot, officers carefully helped him from the mobility scooter and into the police vehicle. But even after the arrest, the investigation wasn't finished. There was still one major question. Why? The suspect had offered an explanation. Witnesses had offered another. But investigators still needed to determine whether the supposed jealousy motive actually made sense. Investigators later spoke with the woman who had become central to the suspected motive. If the earlier explanation was correct, she should have known about the alleged relationship or conflict. But her answer created another problem. She reportedly told investigators that she and the person involved were just friends. That didn't necessarily explain why the suspect had acted the way he did, and it meant investigators couldn't simply accept the initial jealousy theory as established fact. There was now a gap between what the suspect reportedly believed and what the people involved actually said.
Closing front end person, so.
Okay. Yeah, so unfortunately he's going to be not returning this afternoon, so about all I can share at this point. So, all right?
Okay.
So, sorry. We get that it sucks and everyone's decisions have led him to where he is now. So.
Yes, I'm aware of that. Thank you.
Oh, has he talked to you at all about this stuff, or you're just saying you're aware of his decisions bringing him here?
I'm aware of certain things.
Okay, is that something that you're comfortable talking to me about?
No.
Okay, that's fine. That's all right. I appreciate it, though.
I'm gonna have to call the jail.
Why?
No.
Huh?
No.
For what?
Well, because he's on a scooter. He'll be fine.
So I went in and talked with me, and he's like, well, you gotta talk with the coach. So she comes up, and I was like, hey, how's it going? She goes, well, I know you're not going to give me any good news. I'm like, no, you're right. Like, I won't be returning. And she's like, okay. And I was like, well, you know, it was his own decisions that got him to this point. And she goes, oh, I'm aware. I'm like, oh, well, what are you aware of? Like, you're aware that it's his own decisions that got him here, or the decisions he made? And she goes, well, I'm a little bit aware of what happened. And I was like, oh, is that something comfortable?
At the end of that conversation, investigators were left with more questions than answers. There was evidence of an intentional entry. There was evidence connecting the suspect to the residence. There was an admission concerning the stove and the cloth, and there was a dangerous fire inside an occupied home. But the exact emotional motive remained less certain. And that's an important distinction, because what someone says motivated them is not automatically the same thing as what investigators can prove. According to the transcript provided for this case, the suspect was ultimately charged with several offenses, including felony second-degree recklessly endangering safety, misdemeanor negligent handling of burning material, criminal trespass to a dwelling, and criminal damage to property. The transcript also states that he was released on a $5,000 cash bond, with conditions that included no contact with the targeted victim and the victim's address. It further states that he later entered no contest pleas to all counts, and that the sentence was withheld while he was placed on 2 years of probation. Those court outcomes should be checked against the underlying court record before presenting them as independently verified. What makes this case so disturbing isn't simply that a fire was started. It's the chain of events surrounding it. Someone entered an occupied residence in the early morning. A stove was left running with combustible material nearby. People were asleep inside, and the situation was stopped because someone woke up and discovered the smoke. Then, hours later, investigators found the person they believed was responsible at his workplace. The body camera footage gives us a rare look at the moment investigators confronted him, explained that they had video, and began getting answers. But one question remains especially important. Was the suspect's explanation for why he did it actually the full story? Or was there more behind the incident that investigators could never completely establish? What do you think? If you want more real police body camera cases, investigative breakdowns, and documented crime stories, subscribe to Case Files Records and turn on notifications. And remember, in cases like this, the footage can show us what happened, but sometimes the hardest question to answer is why.